Welcome back, everyone. Phoenix 3 here, and today I'm going to be playing some more Pokemon Showdown VGC. I do want to say one thing, though, and that is, if you didn't know about the character ballot that they're doing for Smash 4 right now, they're pretty much allowing anybody to vote for whatever character they want to be in the game, and if that character wins, then it's going to be the next, character that's going to be introduced to the game. I don't know if the character has to win. I don't know if they're doing like top whatever or they're just using it as a list of like suggestions that people want and they just make all of them anyway. I don't know how that's going to work, but they're allowing people to vote for whatever character they want in the game. So I ask that you all please vote Pidgeot into the game. I really want Pidgeot to be in this game as well as Pokken Tournament, because birds are very underrepresented as playable characters in video games, and I feel this would be a very good chance to get a pretty popular Pokemon into the character roster for Smash and Pokken Tournament. So if you guys would jump on Twitter and just tweet out hashtag Pidgeot for Smash, put it on everything. I'm going to try to make a flash animation showing a potential moveset that Pidgeot could have if it were in the game, and show how the moves will interact with the characters and stuff like that. That's going to take a lot of work, but the character voting is going to be open till the 10th of this year. The 10th, well, I should probably say that better because the 10th can mean anything. But it's going to be available till October 3rd of this year. So we got a lot of time to get it in, and they did release an early list of characters that people wanted, and the list so far is pretty interesting, but I don't know. People want King K. Rool in the game. Like, he's like dominating the list in Japan and America apparently. I don't see what's so interesting about the character. I don't know. I guess I'm just not a really big DK fan. But the game could use some more DK characters. And then we got the generics characters on list like Wolf, Crystal. You know, some Pokemon like Blaziken and stuff like that. You know, just kind of stuff you expect to be on there. But I really do feel Pidgeot is deserving of this slot. So if you guys can help me and just the community of people who like the Pokemon to get it at least on the list of Pokemon or the list of characters that people want in the game, that'd be very much good. Because if it gets on the list, then I would consider that a victory. Of course, if it gets chosen, then even better, because it'll give me another character to play. Like right now, I really can't find any love for Smash, because I mean, outside of Sonic's really the only character in the game that I bought the game for, and there's only one character that I play. It's like, yeah, I'll play Fox because I've been playing Fox since the first Smash Bros. But this would be an opportunity to get at least another character in the game that's loved by the majority of Pokemon fans. So, yeah, there's that. Just get on Twitter, put out the whole hashtag Pidgeot for Smash, and hopefully that picks up some traction. I'm going to try to make a video or a flash animation showing moves and just some stuff like that. I have a lot on my plate already, so this is just going to add to it. But I feel if it helps its chances get into the game a little bit more, then I'm definitely going to do some work on that. But we are going to do some VGC 2015 battles. Still trying to find a feel for this team. I think what have really helped me out with this team is if I can learn what some common EV spreads that the Pokemon use, because that's really going to decide the factor of spreads and stuff that I use. I can't find anything on it. Maybe I'm not looking in the right spot. You know, I looked on Nugget Bridge and stuff like that, but I can't really find anything where people talk about, you know, spreads for Pokemon. Because I would really love to know if Bisharp runs max speed or max attack. Same thing with Kangaskhan. and some of the other Pokemon that are threats, like find out what a common set that Thundurus runs. Alright, so we got a very standard looking team here. Um, I'm thinking I start with the start that I did last time, which was Swan and my Zappy Wappy here. Just because if the Landorus does start, it's probably going to U-turn into Cresselia. Then I can hit him Power Ice and knock it out. And then I'll take out one potential threat on my team. I don't see any beat-up shenanigans coming from anything. But I mean, I still have to keep that in mind. Because Justified is a really good ability. I don't use Dark type attacks, but my opponent can always Dark type attack their own Pokemon. So I got to figure out what I really want to use. I do think Jennifer is going to be good here just because of Baby Doll Eyes. So I want to bring that just as an option. Pidgeot hits 2 Pokemon here, 4 super effective. Just by the looks of things, the Ludicolo is going to be very hard to deal with if I don't bring some type of flying moves that I can deal. Yeah, this is kind of hard. I want to bring Pidgeot, but he's got things that's kind of scaring me right now from doing that. I'm gonna let my opponent know I'm thinking right here. I could bring Brian, which is my Zangoose. The Facade is going to be really good there as well, but let me see. He's got Sucker Punch, Choice Scarf, and everything is just pretty much faster than Zangoose. So I would have to set up something. I mean, I would think Zangoose is probably the better option to bring, because if I can get speed control up, then I'm good. But the same thing also works for Pidgeot as well, because if I can Mega and get my speed control up, then I hit everything hard. But I do think a Toxic boosted Facade knocks everything out. Nothing here appreciates the hit. So, ah man, Pidgeot or Zangoose. I mean, Talonflame would be good here too, because I can burn. But I've got 2 Pokemon that can handle the burn. So, I know I'm taking way too long here. Well, I mean, in VGC, I technically got 2 minutes to figure this out. I mean, my Pidgeot is weak to 3 Pokemon here, and I know he's going to bring all of them. But Zangoose can't take a hit from any of these Pokemon either. So, I'm gonna bring Michelle and see what happens. Man, the server lag is real. So he didn't lead with anything I thought he was going to. Um, I mean, Cresselia just gets hit with Taunt, I would think. So I should be free to do Icy Wind. And Zapdos is going to set up the Tailwind, I feel. If I get the Icy Wind off, then I'm faster than everything here, I would think. Actually, that 120 speed on Zapdos is actually a little... Oh, my Cresselia is faster than my Zapdos. Isn't that some junk? I'm gonna go Tailwind. Just because I can Roost stall for a couple turns and be faster. Man, that's very powerful. Okay, so he just doubles up on that. I mean, there's no way the Thunderous isn't going to use taunt here, but I'm going to protect with Cresselia just to see what he does. Like, I really want to put protect on Zapdos. Dang, but losing one Pokemon like that on the first turn is pretty big. Like, I hate not having protect on a Pokemon. I'm going to protect with Cresselia, and I'm going to Scald on Terrakion. Because, I mean, if something happens, I can just Hyper Beam the Thunderous. I mean, it's not going to be ideal, of course, because, I mean, there's a chance Pidgeot gets paralyzed, and if that happens, I mean, if that happens, then Pidgeot's pretty much going to be out of the battle. Alright, so let's see what happens here. Okay, so my opponent is getting all the hacks here. Hopefully we get a burn to make up for that. We don't get it. But what I am going to do is Psycho Shift Thunderous. And I'm going to protect with Vaporeon. Try to get some leftovers gain. Oh man, I just wish Rock Slide wasn't so powerful against my team. Man, the lag is bad on the server today. Yeah, this isn't going to be too good. I should still have Zapdos around. I guess in this situation, Zangoose would probably be better. But, I mean, Zangoose can't take a hit that well either. I'm going to rest, and Vaporeon's going to try to get a wish off. And the timer is still counting down, but and I think over here I'm just going to Scald on Thunderous. I mean, the protect is obvious, right? I mean, I'm like really far behind, so I mean, I have no. See, I mean, I can't do anything. The server lag is just way too bad. I mean, I wish people would respect, you know, the whole thing of turning the timer off, like against a player. Because in VGC, you won't ever lose because you took too long. The game will just randomly pick stuff for you. I mean, this is sometimes the reason I just don't like playing on Showdown sometimes, and that's just because the server lag. You lose just because of that. You don't have time to pick your moves. You don't have time to think your moves through. And then you lose because it takes 20 seconds for the server to even respond. I mean, I don't think I could have won that game, but I mean, I'll never know now for sure. So I think here I'm gonna do my same lead, which is going to be Cresselia and Zapdos. I'm gonna bring Vaporeon because Vaporeon's really strong here. Um, I mean, anything faster than Charizard, I feel is going to be good. Well, anything naturally faster than Charizard, I feel is going to be good. Well, Pidgeot is naturally faster. Pidgeot hits a couple things here. And, I mean, Zangoose has the quick guard, though. But I feel if I can just hit the Talonflame once, then it's not going to be too good. Zangoose also has quick guard, which is something else to consider since he has a lot of priority on his team. And I'm thinking about just bringing Zangoose just because of that. But if I do that, then I really don't think I'm going to want to bring Vaporeon. Because if the Charizard goes up, then all my water type attacks, you know, we're not going to bring Vaporeon. I'm going to bring Zangoose and Pidgeot, I think. Because Pidgeot outspeeds everything here, except Landorus and stuff like that. But, assuming I can get the correct play here, then, well, we should be able to get a win here. So Zapdos, Cresselia against, there's Landorus, and Talonflame. So Talonflame is definitely going to set up that Tailwind. That's for sure. But I'm going to Hidden Power Ice to Landorus, and I'm going to Protect with Cresselia. So I'm not going to be winning any speed ties this game, it looks like. Because all of his Pokemon are fast with Tailwind. My Pokemon are just fast enough to outspeed certain things and still with Tailwind. But I mean, if I can't get Tailwind up, my Pidgeot still outspeeds everything here except the Terrakion. And obviously the Landorus, since we know it's Scarfed. It's going to be a little hard, though. But the Landorus has the U-turn into Cresselia. The Talonflame isn't going to be able to kill anything. And that means I can get the Hidden Power off with Zapdos and knock out the Landorus. Either way, if the Landorus stays in, there's a chance it's going to die. So he did the U-turn. Flare Blitz onto Zapdos. Wasn't expecting that. But we are going to get the Hidden Power off and knock out the Landorus. The Landorus is definitely the biggest threat on my opponent's team. That's gone. Oh boy, so let me see. Who comes in now? I'm definitely going to Thunderbolt on Talonflame slot. But Landorus is definitely the biggest threat. That had to go first. I'm not trying to deal with Rock Slide shenanigans, though he does have another Pokemon on his team with Rock Slide. But at some point in time, Zangoose can come in and I can deal with the priority Brave Bird. But Flare Blitz is a good thing to do because Flare Blitz, well, Talonflame's already faster than everything. Flare Blitz is still going to probably go first. I'm just not sure what I want to do here, though. I kind of want to target down his Talonflame. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to Thunderbolt. onto the Talonflame, and we're going to Icy Wind Charizard. So I'm just so glad Talonflame doesn't have like a base attack over like 100. I mean, obviously anything over, what is Talonflame's base attack? It's 81, right? It like trolls Pidgeot just a little bit. So there's a Flare Blitz there. Hopefully, nope, it's not taking it. All right, but I got the Icy Wind down, so that's going to be very helpful because that means I'm going to be able to do. Oh, how'd I die? All right, I was burned. All right. I think the correct thing here to do. I mean, I think we lose. Like Talonflame is still really powerful. It just sucks. I lose 2 Pokemon on turn 2. Um, I'm gonna double protect. I mean, there's no way Pidgeot can win. I mean, the only way Pidgeot wins here is if his last 2 Pokemon are Bisharp and Breloom. That's the only way. Well, actually, his last Pokemon has to be. Oh crap! I have to. So let me see. Oh, there's a protect where you've got. Oh my God, the Tailwind my opponent knew. All right, so we're going to Quick Guard, and I'm going to Hyper Beam Charizard. As you can see, it's taking 30 seconds for the server to register anything. That's bad. Pidgeot has to outspeed the Charizard. I don't think it's going to because the Tailwind is up. See, this is a problem I'm having with the team. It's like I'm not able to get my Tailwind up. Yeah, he has no reason to go for Brave Bird. Like, I'm not able to get my Tailwind up because, like, everything just puts on so much pressure that you really don't have a time to use anything that's not really an attacking move. So now I'm thinking Talonflame probably would have been the better Pokemon to bring there. But, like, he had so much Pokemon in his team that I just could not put a burn on. So I'm going to have to reconsider that Zapdos and Cresselia lead. I mean, obviously that was a good lead, but I wasn't able to get anything off early. Prankster. Gastrodon and Heatran is a very deadly team combination because Storm Drain is going to draw in any water attacks on it and give the Gastrodon a special attack boost, which is definitely what we want to try to avoid. I think if we lead, I think if we lead with Brian and I'm thinking Pidgeot, then we should be able to do something here. I feel I can lead with Talonflame and be good as well. The Staraptor is probably Choice Scarf, so I have to keep that in mind. I'm thinking I bring Zapdos. I'm thinking I have to bring Zapdos, but I know we got to have Cresselia in the back. Cresselia really can't do anything to Heatran though, but Cresselia can definitely put a burn on the Gastrodon. But this thing gets recover. But it's going to make Gastrodon think its moves through, I feel. And, man, I really don't want to bring Pidgey out here. Like, I'm bringing two Pokemon that can't do anything to Heatran, and that's something I definitely don't want to do. Pyro is going to let me be able to put a Will-O-Wisp on pretty much anything. I feel I can do the exact same thing with Cresselia, but nothing on his team is inherently fast. I mean, his stuff is still fast, but I really don't think I need speed control on the team like that. The fastest thing, obviously, being Talonflame if it's Scarfed. Maybe I don't bring Talonflame. I mean, because Talonflame really can't do anything against 3 of his Pokemon. So we start Brian. I think we should probably start with Cresselia as well. I mean, Vaporeon's not a bad start either. Cresselia, I mean, Cresselia is just playing the support role. I think I have to bring Zapdos. I mean, Zapdos can't do. I mean, Zapdos can hurt this, but Zapdos hits everything else here pretty good too. So yeah, we're gonna bring Zapdos. That's the squad right there. Alright, so Zangoose against Swan and Zapdos. Zapdos is probably going to set up a Tailwind, so I'm definitely going to get my Quick Guard off here. And Icy Wind. I mean, I obviously don't like starting Zangoose against this. But doubling that speed is definitely going to be a problem. So there's the Mega, there's the Quick Guard, there's the Fake Out. Quick Guard's going to stop that. And we get an Icy Wind off, which is definitely what we want. And I get a free Toxic Orb with Zangoose, which is definitely going to be good. Zangoose is going to protect, and we're going to Psycho Shift over to Kangaskhan. I don't know how obvious this is going to be on him, but Zapdos didn't even use the didn't use Tailwind. I think I'm going to want to get rid of Zapdos, I feel. I mean, Kangaskhan is also a threat, but if I can get it burned, it'll be less of a threat. I don't know how offensive this Zapdos is, because they can be bulky, like the one I'm using, or they can be straight offense, which is also good. Because straight offense in VGC, in my opinion, is probably much better than... So there's a Psycho Shift. There's a Tailwind from Zapdos. And I'm going to switch out Zangoose here. Actually, I'm not going to do that. I'm a close combat on the Kangaskhan, I think. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. And I'm going to protect. I don't want to lose my Cresselia. I mean, this is really hard. I feel he has to get rid of Cresselia just because the burn is going to cripple his Kangaskhan way too much. So if he targets Cresselia with Kangaskhan, then I simply just get a close combat off on it and knock it out. And I get to keep my Cresselia. But of course, that's the play he has to make. I think that's the play I would make. I would definitely get rid of the Cresselia since it can do more to me, but he just goes for the Zangoose instead. So my opponent definitely not having it. I feel I should probably get my Zapdos in. This is the one thing I don't like about VGC is like the 50-50s. Like you're put into a 50-50 every single turn. I mean, unless you obviously have the advantage, like you can call an obvious play. For example, like a choice Scarf Landorus you turning into Cresselia. That's a more or less obvious play. So you're able to plan for it and capitalize on it. But for like other instances, I mean, you really don't know. Like I can choose to protect here. But if the Kangaskhan goes after Cresselia, then I simply lose a turn. But if he does target the Pidgeot, then I simply also. But I mean, I feel like that's the best thing I can do, really. I'm just not getting like the correct reads. Like, I don't know. VGC is a little hard. You either have a really good session or you have a bad one. I feel this is going to be a bad session for me. I'm going to protect there. Yeah. I mean, like it's just really hard to try to like make those correct plays. I mean, I hate it when people say good luck to me because it just feels like it just takes away any skill that I have for the game. But VGC is a very luck-based format anyway, and I really hate winning on luck. But here on this team, it looks like my opponent has nothing that I need to be scared of just immediately. I feel confident enough to start with Brian and Swan, as a matter of fact. The Goodra is scary. It's probably going to be Assault Vest. Most Goodras are. But I mean, there's really nothing on his team that I'm scared of. I mean, the Sylveon is scary. Gyarados has Snarl, so that's something to take into account as well. Goodra has the Assault Vest, back with that 150 base special defense. I feel I can play around the Bisharp and Virizion. I'm going to bring um, my Pidgeot. I don't know how useful it's going to be here, though. It'll be more useful than Zapdos for sure, because I can hit more things with Pidgeot effectively than Zapdos. And I think I bring Talonflame as well, because I really don't think Vaporeon is going to be useful. So that's going to be the team there. Going heavy speed control. I'm faster than everything on the team by default, except the Virizion. I don't know what Virizion's max speed is. I can take a look at it real quick, though. Um, I don't see Virizions. I don't know what their common sets are. I mean, I guess RU Swords Dance might be something. So its max speed at level 50 is 176. Jesus Christ. Um, we double protect. And we're going to find out if this Bisharp is Jolly. I think they all run Adamant just to outspeed. They have Speedy Bees, but I think it's to outspeed things like Rotom. But we're going to find out something about this Bisharp. You're going to learn something about it today. Because we obviously don't want to deal with Sylveon shenanigans. So Sylveon is definitely going to get the facade right to its pretty face. And Bisharp, if everything goes well, is going to get the burn. So probably expecting knockoff on Cresselia and Hyper Voice. Alright, pretty common stuff there. So there's the Toxic Orb, there's a Flame Orb, and Facade on Sylveon, Psycho Shift on to Bisharp. We're going to learn if this Cresselia is fast enough. Because I don't know if, like, I'm fat. I have enough EVs in Swan to outspeed Adamant Bisharps by 1 point. But like I said, I don't know if they prefer Adamant or Jolly. This is probably something my opponent isn't going to want to risk, but I mean, nobody runs Cresselia with speed EVs, so this may be something that we can work with. And also, the burn is going to prevent Cresselia from going to sleep. So I mean, this is an ideal lead for me against Amoonguss. It's not too ideal, but you know. Okay, Sylveon's not scarfed. That will pose a problem. I mean, I suppose I could have expected that. I mean, literally like 87% of Sylveons runs Choice Scar or Choice Specs. So yeah, I'm just getting really bad matchups here. I'm gonna go into Pidgeot though, just to get the Heat Wave off. I don't think I'm going to do anything here. This is gonna let me double target his Pokemon. I'm gonna get the burn on Sylveon, and depending on what happens next turn, I'm gonna have to make a call. If he has the Sylveon, then that's obviously gonna be a problem. But losing Zangoose means I can't deal with his Goodra if he brings it. And this Bisharp actually can't use Sucker Punch here. I mean, it's not going to deal too much damage to Pidgeot because it's burned, but anything can happen. Okay, so we are going to get that, and we're going to get that off on Sylveon. Sylveon's going to use Psycho Shift onto it. It's going to get the burn. Hyper Voice isn't going to knock out my Pidgeot because it's not Scar or Specs, which is good because this is going to allow me to protect next turn with Pidgeot and Psycho Shift something else. Hopefully we don't see Talonflame. That would be most disappointing because I'm going to have to switch, I think. Or I'm going to have to sacrifice the Pidgeot, which is something I really don't want to do. So I really don't want to see Talonflame come out. And even with the HP EVs, man, Pidgeot is still just getting destroyed in damage. So there's the Talonflame. I don't want to see that. Protect Icy Wind? Is that what we're going to do here? Because at the very least, I can drop the Talonflame speed. My Talonflame comes in and beats his. I'm definitely going to have to call Pidgeot back. I do need to drop the Icy Wind on it. %22 on. All right. I can try the double protect. I switch out. I switch out my I'm not sure, but I think Sylveon's Hyper Voice would do just enough to knock out Talonflame though. If I switch Pidgeot out for Talonflame. I really don't think we have a choice. I mean, Pidgeot dies to the Brave Bird. There's no way to avoid that. If I protect and it fails, Pidgeot dies to the Brave Bird. Or I can make a call, switch Pidgeot out into Talonflame, and hope the Hyper Voice doesn't knock me out. Because I think my Talonflame does have some HP EVs. Um, I mean, I would have to call to protect here. No, we're just going to do this. And I'm going to rest. I mean, Talonflame is going to have to take the Brave Bird, and hopefully the typing resists the fairy, what is it? The fairy type Hyper Voice. Oh my god, it did too much. Alright, now time for some shenanigans. I think I'm just gonna how much did my Heat Wave do to the Sylveon actually? Heat Wave did 23% to Sylveon. At most it won't knock it out. Alright, so I'm gonna lose my Pidgeot this turn, but what I'm thinking I can do is Hurricane Sylveon. I was hoping I could probably do Hyper Voice. I was hoping I could do Heat Wave, and the Heat Wave would knock out Sylveon. And because what I'm expecting him to do is to attack my Cresselia, expecting Pidgeot to protect. So if I could have knocked Sylveon out with the Heat Wave, I would obviously use Heat Wave. But it looks like my my Heat Wave is only doing 23% at least. But he's got 31 left. So I'm going to have to Hurricane into Sylveon and maybe try to hopefully get shenanigans with. I mean, his most optimum play would be to attack the Cresselia, expecting Pidgeot to protect. Of course, he could just Brave Bird into Pidgeot, but I mean, this is my best play, is to expect my opponent to think I'm going to, yeah, so my opponent just says, you know what, I'm not going to do that. So we got like 4 losses in a row. That's not good. That is not good at all. I'm just not making the right calls. Or maybe I'm making the right calls, but like my opponent's teams are not standard. And I'm trying to prepare for my opponents like they're using standard teams. Like, I mean, yeah, they have standard teams, but I really wasn't expecting to see a Sylveon not running choice specs. And his team is scary, man. Thunderous T is not a Pokemon I would want to run with. But in hindsight, this also means I don't have to worry about Prankster, which is definitely what I kind of want to do. He can potentially have 2 Megas, which could be Metagross and the Garchomp. Though the Mega normally tends to be Metagross just because it gets faster, and Garchomp is normally Scarfed. But Politoed can also be Scarfed, but I don't think Politoed is going to be Scarfed. So I'm thinking my best play here is to start Cresselia and maybe Vaporeon. I'm thinking start Cresselia and Zangoose, just so I can facade this thing right here. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start these two. I'm gonna have Vaporeon in the bag just because it's another bulky attacker. Let me see. Pidgeot hits just the Ludicolo. Zapdos hits the Garchomp and does a lot of damage to everything else. I don't remember what Thunderous T ability is. It might be Lightning Rod or something like that. Either which way is not something I want my Zapdos to go against. Man, I really want to bring Pidgeot here because I really haven't had a chance to do much with it. But I think just lack for a better Pokemon to bring. I mean, Zapdos is still good here. Zapdos hits 4 things on a team for weakness. So yeah, let's bring Zapdos. That seems like the better play, right? Yeah, Metagross and Garchomp definitely complicate things. The Thundurus also complicates things. Man, Lightning is a really good attacking type in VGC. Considering there's not a lot of things that resist. So where's this thing's abilities? Volt Absorb. Okay, so that's what it was. I knew it couldn't be hit by lightning type attacks. I just didn't know like which one. Right off the bat, I don't have to worry about shenanigans. So I'm going to Icy Wind and protect with Zangoose. This is just going to bait out Scalds and Thunderbolts, I guess. And put his Pokemon weaker than mine so I can go in and hit something hard with Facade. Even though it might also be a really good option to call Zangoose back and send in Vaporeon or Zapdos. I know Vaporeon doesn't mind getting hit with the water move just because mine has Aqua Absorb. I think that's what the ability is called, Water Absorb. But it's not going to appreciate getting hit with a Thunder. Zapdos doesn't mind getting hit with Thunder. It can't be paralyzed, so that's good. But my Zapdos doesn't have any special bulk, so that's going out into that. Dark Pulse. Okay, so we're good. We are good. But I am going to call Zangoose back, though. That Icy Wind did a lot to the Thundurus. So, with that in mind, I should protect here, and Zapdos will be faster than that, so. I mean, Zangoose is in a bad spot because Zangoose can get faked out. But the Ludicolo will still be faster than this in the speed, so I think I should probably not protect and Psycho Shift to Burn to Thundurus. We're going to Psycho Shift it to Ludicolo. We're going to make his Leech Seed less effective. And we're going to switch Zangoose out into Zapdos here. Man, these battles are hard today. And if you notice, the rain teams aren't exactly full rain teams anymore. It's literally just a Pokemon to set the rain up and one Pokemon with Swift Swim. Oh, that did a lot of damage as Life Orbed. So double onto Zangoose or to Zapdos. It would have been Zangoose. So this is going to definitely give me a problem now. Because the Scald is knocking out. The Scald is definitely knocking out one of my Pokemon. Zangoose should be faster than the Ludicolo. Man, Mega Pidgeot is really hard to bring into teams. Because Mega Pidgeot hits this, but these things also carry Ice Beam, and it's Life Orb. So that's definitely going to create a problem for it. So I wanted to bring Pokemon that would not be that big a problem with. I have Protect with Zangoose. Zangoose already did a Protect, so I need to try to debate this a little more. Um, we're gonna do that, and we're gonna Facade Ludicolo. Zangoose is gonna have to take a hit here. So I haven't seen a Thunder type attack come out of this Thunderous yet. It's faster than me still. I would think at -1, this thing would, unless this thing is scarfed. I mean, that could be a possibility. The Thunderous could be scarfed. And that's definitely something I would not have expected. Both of my Pokemon do have their option to protect. Thinking the best option would be just to double attack here, like not even worry about it. Because Zangoose lives one more turn, it will lose 12% to the it'll lose 12% to the poison. I'm thinking I should protect with Cresselia, and I should hit the protect with Cresselia and Facade the Thunderous. I think Zangoose dies this turn. There's nothing to do with that, but hopefully I can get rid of the Thunderous. I mean, I would have targeted Thunderous down last turn if I didn't have Vaporeon on my team. Oh, there's the Metagross. So we get a clean a lot of percent. We're going to rest with Cresselia. I think I Facade Politoed. And hope that Thunderous switches back in. A lot of tough battles today for sure. So there's a protect on that. So, oh, it doesn't die. But that's all right though. We got Jennifer. So it's pretty much going to come down to her. I'm just trying to think how I set this up. Icy Wind and Scald. I think that's what I have to do. Expect Politoed to switch out, and hopefully Thunderous comes in on the Scald. But Thunderous still has a lot of its health. Citrus Berry definitely coming in clutch there, though. So he doesn't switch. Oh, that's just That's just great. So I'm guessing all Polytoads run Paris Song. I don't know. I'm really not liking slow Zapdos. I may just change it back to max speed because it's getting outplayed by everything. Yeah, I really don't think we can win this one. Yeah, we can't win this one. Paris Song, that's really annoying. I wish there was a way to stop it though. I mean, the only way to stop it is to switch out, but I mean, if you can't switch, then you lose. And I don't really have a way to stop it, so we got Whimsicott here. I think I should just take any, like, God, let me see how fast this is. Whimsicott's probably going to be faster. But I still think I have to start with these two. Because, I mean, I really don't want to deal with that. Straight offense, maybe. I mean, Cresselia doesn't do me any good this match. So I might as well bring Zapdos. And Whimsicott is also a Pokemon I really don't like seeing around. Okay, I mean, we've already seen this lead before. So here's what we're going to do. We're just gonna go into Gengar. I'm thinking I should probably do Heat Wave just to hit the Whimsicott too. So let's do that. I'm not gonna give the Whimsicott a chance to set up on me. At least this way I can hit the Whimsicott once. Yeah, I can hit the Whimsicott once with just the Heat Wave, get damage on Gengar as well since it won't miss, and Brave Bird into. Oh, there's no way he would have known I would have did that. Alright, so I just created a problem for myself. Um, let's do this. I mean, there's no way he would have known I would have did Heat Wave. Probably should have just did Hurricane like I wanted to, but I wanted to hit the Whimsicott. Just wanted to break that sash. Okay, yeah, I'm not going into that. I'm definitely going to get my Tailwind up. Alright, but let's find out how much this Hyper Beam does a Heat Ran real quick. Because, I mean, there's nothing Gengar can really do to Pidgeot, I don't think. Heat Ran, not Gengar. I'm thinking double substitute, really. Um, Max special attack, some speed, and just the standard BS. So my Hyper Beam is looking to do 42%. That's how much my Brave Bird did, I think. Did my Brave Bird really do that much? 23 to 25%. Did I hit it with anything else, though? That's the question. I mean, if my Brave Bird really did that much, I'm definitely going for the Hyper Beam. Because both of my Pokemon are faster than in the Tailwind. Dang, how much did my... There's no way that's, like... I mean, this Heatran could not be running any defensive EV, so let me change the damage calc here, because, I mean, it could just be... Talonflame did Brave Bird. It did 23 to 25%. Yeah, that's the only attack on it. So, I mean, I can Brave Bird it. That will do the exact same amount again. I mean, that had to have done at least 30%, I would think. Unless that's Life Orb. It's Life Orb. Alright. So now with that information... Oh yeah, we're going to Hyper Beam. Oh, I forgot about Encore. I'm going to Thunderbolt that, and we're going to definitely switch out here. Actually, I don't have to switch. I'll just do Protect again. I mean, there's no purpose letting Zangoose take a hit. But still, Zangoose is the only Pokemon I got left to fight against a Gengar. Not something I want. Prankster Encore is so annoying. I don't know why I didn't expect that, man. Like, I had tunnel vision. I'm just trying to get rid of this Heatran. Oh my god. I have to find a win somewhere. Like, I'm losing to shenanigans. I mean, it's really hard to figure out who you have to attack. Because everything is just so strong. You know, Mega Gengar and Whimsicott is a very strong lead. So it's like, do you just attack the Gengar expecting Parasong, or do you hit the Whimsicott? And I'm always going to go after the Gengar expecting Parasong. But when they don't do that, then you get locked into something stupid. Like, you really can't use any support moves against Whimsicott because of Encore. Okay, I have no idea what this is. This looks like it could be Trick Room. I'm thinking I start with Pidgeot and Zangoose. Just to, like, just to scare off the Tyranitar if it starts. Plus Zangoose has the quick guard, so I really feel that Talonflame can do some work here. I also feel Cresselia will be a good Pokemon to bring in as well. But I mean, I really don't want it eating Shadow Balls and crunches from this thing. Actually, I don't know what Tyranitar is doing in VGC, so I really don't want to bring it just because of that. The Vaporeon's a good choice here. It can hit 3 things here for weakness. I mean, the matchup against the Abomasnow is going to be a little iffy, but I'm going to bring it. The Zapdos doesn't really do much here. I mean, Zapdos only has 1 resist, and it does resist the Brave Bird. But I'm thinking my own priority Brave Bird here should be good too. Definitely going to be a close call between Zapdos and the Talonflame. If Tyranitar starts, I'm definitely going to double into it. Oh, I'm not sure what I want to do. You know what? I'm going to bring Zapdos. I mean, Zapdos doesn't hurt itself as bad in recoil like Talonflame does. You know, this is it's going to be a very decent session for sure. Now, this here is the start I expected to come out. So we're definitely going to Mega Hurricane onto the Chandelure. I'm going to try to avoid Trick Room if this is a Trick Room team. And Zangoose is going to Quick Guard. We're just going to go ahead and then stop the Fake Out. I mean, overall, even though I've been getting outplayed here, you know, this is still a really good session. It's definitely a learning experience for me. Definitely, I didn't expect a lot of stuff to come out, like the Sylveon's not running. Okay, what's the priority on Quick Guard? It's +3 priority, so why did this go first? This has +3 priorities. How did he go first? Fake Out's +1, right? Okay, I'm gonna have to Google this real quick. Quick Guard's +3 though. I mean, is it +3? Fake Out can't be +3. I thought Fake Out was +1. Holy shit, Fake Out's +3? crap. I thought it was +1. Apparently, fake outs +3 priority. Learn something new every day. Okay, so that changes everything. All right, options. We protect with Zangoose. I mean, I really don't think I have anything else to do. Okay, so that's something to consider. Fake out is +3 priority. Wow. Okay, that. Okay, let's reconsider this for a sec. What can Chandelure do to Pidgeot? Chandelure can't do anything to Pidgeot, not that I know of. I mean, sure, it has fire type moves. So I think we are going to. I mean, Pidgeot will take the fire. I mean, Chandelure has monster special attack. You know, I'm going to Hurricane here, and you know what? let's do this. +3 priority on Fake Out? Are you kidding me? +3 priority. Wow, I can't get over that. I cannot get over that. +3 priority. That is so good. Oh, where's the lag coming from? Okay, Pidgeot will take a heat wave. Oh, that did 24% too. Um, I gotta stall out these turns. That's such an inconvenience. I was expecting to stop the fake or the quick guard, or stop the fake out with quick guard, and then hurricane this and hope for the confusion so he can't set up his trick room. That's such an inconvenience. Who'da knew? Who would have known? +3 priority. That's pretty good. I guess it helps to research this stuff, but I always assumed it was +1 priority though. I know protect is like +5 or +6, so protect always goes first. But I thought quick guard was in the same realm as like protect, like +6 or +3. Nah, I can't believe that. You learn something new every day, right? All right, so we got a matchup I definitely don't want to deal with here. So it depends on who's slower. I'm definitely going to scald on the Tyranitar. Going to try to fish for that burn. So maybe Cresselia would have been good here. I don't know. I mean, I knew he was going to bring the Tyranitar in the Chandelure, so I didn't want to bring, you know, a Pokemon that would be weak to two Pokemon on his team. Because, you know, Chandelure's max special attack is the same as Mega Pidgeot's, as a matter of fact. Wow, both of these guys are slower than. Oh my God. Yeah, I'm not even gonna try to. I'm not even gonna try to win this one. I can't win this one. Actually, it'll take some doing, but I think we can pull it off. It's gonna come down to getting a double protect with Pidgeot for sure. Man, I could have had that too, because I would have stopped that from doing the trick room, and then Hey, +3 priority. I think that's gonna be the name of this episode right here. +3 priority. I didn't know Fake Out was that good. All right, so what do we do? Since Zapdos is still too fast, I think we Roost and actually, as a matter of fact, Trick Room was going up this turn, so I'm going to protect with Zangoose. I'm not even going to try to Roost. I'm just going to let them kill Zapdos. So Zapdos is going to hit the Tyranitar because Pidgeot can knock out the Abomasnow. You know what? Let's attack the Abomasnow, and we're going to protect with Zangoose. Oh man, it's really going to come down to Zangoose and Pidgeot, it looks like. I mean, this is still 4 Pokemon to come back to 1. I mean, it's possible. I can knock both of these guys out in one hit with Pidgeot and Vaporeon, or Pidgeot and Zangoose. And he doesn't have Talonflame. His last 2 are going to be Chandelure and the other guy. So go out to Michelle here. Trick Room is going to go away. I can double hit both of these guys here. Abomasnow is 4 times weak, so that's going to be a thing. It's just Zangoose can't do anything to the Chandelure, which means everything is going to fall on Pidgeot. So I can do Heat Wave and Close Combat. That Fake Out did 18 damage though. Pidgeot, why you no bulk? I mean, these are all good games so far though. I ain't win none of them, but I mean, these are all still good games. Let me see, what do I got to do today? Let me see, I got homework. I need to do that. I got some commissions I need to finish up. I would like to make this video here in Flash. I mean, that shouldn't take too long. I mean, it's not like I'm going to be drawing all the frames over and over again. I'm going to individually put all, like, the body parts and stuff on different layers and just animate those. I mean, the setup is going to take a while, but once I get the setup done, I should be good. And I also have the bone thing that I can use in Flash, too. I never really learned how to use that, though. I think that would be beneficial as well. I'll figure it out. So that's going to do that. That should completely destroy the Abomasnow, and the Close Combat is going to take out the Tyranitar. So, I mean, we can still win, but it's going to come down to something that I really just don't want to deal with. So obviously the whole quick guard thing isn't going to work. I mean, it would work if I had my Tailwind up, but as you can see, this is Trick Room. And the Zapdos flinched that turn. I mean, that would have made a difference had I set up my Tailwind that turn. I didn't click Tailwind, but I mean, had I didn't flinch, then I could have definitely had the Tailwind up, but it doesn't matter because I flinched, so I really think I should look into the priority of all the priority moves, just so I can figure out what has higher priority. I think Protect might be +5 because I think the highest priority in the game right now is definitely the +6 from. Is it? Yeah, it's the +6 from switching. I think switching has the highest priority in game. No, Pursuit can have. I'm gonna have to look it up because Pursuit does have the highest priority if it comes out on the Switch. So I think that might be like +7. I don't know. We'll look it up. All right. So what are we going to do here? We're going to protect with Pidgeot, obviously, and we're going to facade this thing here. I'm going to hope to God this isn't like. Let's hope the God's thing isn't sashed. So yeah, the highest priority, I guess, can be +8, and the lowest priority can be -8. So this is definitely in a realm of things that's not like +6 or anything. Okay, we got some lag going on there. So Facade's going, so it's not. I think Zangoose is going to die anyway. Oh no, Zangoose doesn't die. Um, it's going to die to the heat wave though. I mean, there's nothing I can do about that. So protect is +4 priority. All right. So this is going to have to come down to Pidgeot's ability to take a heat wave, and I mean Zangoose can't do anything to Chandelure, so might as well do Quick Guard. Dang, Trick Room is -7 priority. So switching out is +6 priority. Give me confusion. Okay, so that might matter. Oh, what did my opponent do here? My opponent just quits. I think my opponent misclicked or something. Or was I just a turn ahead? Use Trick Room. Chandelier use Trick Room. Hold on, what just happened? Michelle use Protect. Opposing Ming Shao use Fake Out. Brian use Facade. The opposing Chandelier use Trick Room. The opposing Chandelier twisted the dimensions. The only thing I could think of is the Trick Room was already up, and my opponent just got rid of it. Well, no, because I went before. I went before everything. So Trick Room was down. My opponent used Trick Room, and so what? Did the Trick Room not work? I wish my opponent stayed, so I can ask what happened. All right, I have no idea what happened there. My opponent used Trick Room, so the Trick Room I should have went. Pidgeot should not have went first, but he used Trick Room again, so obviously he knows something I don't. The only other thing I could think of is Trick Room was still up. He used Trick Room and it went down, but that still wouldn't make a difference because I went before. Actually, that might have mattered because his guy was faster than my Zangoose. I mean, yeah, that could have mattered. I mean, the Trick Room could have been up. My opponent thought it was down, and he just took it down. That's that's pretty interesting. But yeah, looking at the like Mega Evolving should not be on the same speed tier as switching out. I think Mega Evolving should be like either that or change the priority on switching and make switching and everything else +7. Put Pursuit at +8 and other stuff like that. Because I mean, there could still be shenanigans with Mega Gengar and switching. I mean, you guys already seen that. I'm gonna try to get one more. Oh, we're already an hour and 24 minutes in. I think I might have overshot it. But I was just really trying to find a win for you guys. So I got one, but Man, these battles are really hard. So another really standard team. I actually don't feel bad starting with Cresselia and Zapdos here. But that Heracross is scary. I mean, everything here is a physical attacker, so I need to have my team prepared for that. But all of my things that I can do to burn his stuff is weak to said physical attacker. I have to bring Vaporeon, unfortunately. Well, not unfortunately, but I have to bring Vaporeon. So I need to figure out who is good here. If I'm starting with Cresselia, then I also need to start with Zapdos. Um, I mean, I don't know how fast Mega Heracross is, though. I mean, I don't think it's faster than a Mega Pidgeot. Because if that's the case, this thing is 4 times weak to Mega Pidgeot, and that's good. I have to bring Vaporeon, though, so we're going to do that. I think we bring Vaporeon and Mega Pidgeot. Let's just do that. I think everything else is too risky. Because Talonflame seriously get resisted by 2 Pokemon and isn't really an effective attacker against some of his other stuff. Like, sure, the priority Brave Bird is good, but it's not faster than, stuff. Alright. Protect, and I think we just Thunderbolt the Feraligatr. Or do I just Tailwind? So we're going to do Protect. We're going to do Protect and Tailwind. We're getting my Tailwind up this game. Tailwind is going up. I don't think I'm expecting the Feraligatr to stay in. Not against the Zapdos. There's a Protect. Feraligatr chose to stay in. We got Shenanigans. Cresselia is going to do that, and Zapdos is going to switch out. I'm going back to max speed Zapdos. Man, look at this lag. The lag is real. The lag is very real. I'm going to go ahead and get the YouTube page open to prepare to upload this. Man, Jesus Christ, what is taking so long? Like, I'm the king of taking forever, but I don't know what's taking this long. Like, the Ice Punch did a lot of damage. So what is the Feraligatr? Is it scarfed or banded? I mean, it's not life orb because that still did a lot of damage to my Zapdos, considering my Zapdos does have HP and defense EVs. Yeah, that did way too much. So there's definitely something going on here. Yeah, I really have to have Protect on Zapdos. Like, I don't like having a Pokemon have to take a hit. And maybe I could put another attacking move on Cresselia. Just so I can hit Talonflames. Hidden Power Rock. Yeah, that'll show him. That'll show them Charizards too. No, Hidden Power Rock just because I can't burn fire types. I think that's just server lag right there. Like my message didn't even come up yet. Yeah, the chats aren't coming up either. Yeah, I think there might be something wrong with the servers here. I think we'll just turn a timer on. Turn it off. Alright, well, I mean, I've got no idea what's going on, guys, but rather than keep you guys here, I'm just going to go ahead and end the video here. If you guys like this video session, then please be sure to leave comments like below and tell me what you like about something, I guess. I don't know. I guess I can use more team suggestions for this team. Obviously, this whole speed control thing isn't working, so I should probably not focus on it, but just kind of have it as something that the team can do, and just put all my Pokemon back to their max speed. And like the video, and be sure to subscribe to my channel. Both of those things don't take more than a couple of seconds to get done, and by doing so, it helps this channel grow, which is what I want to do, because I want to be the most powerful YouTuber ever. And be sure to do this hashtag Pidgeot for Smash thing. I really want the character to be in Smash Bros. I've always wanted to be in I felt like it should have been in the game since the first Smash games. Like, I really didn't think Jigglypuff would make the roster, and I sure as hell didn't expect Pichu and Mewtwo to be in Melee. Like, so let's get the character into Smash. We can do this. And as always, I want to thank you guys for watching my videos, and I hope you all have a great day.